Hello everyone, Kevvl here once again. After that fast fight with Colonel, I think it's time for another fast boss. We're taking on Jet Stingray. He destroyed the underground power station of a city, and is now attempting to escape. That would make sense if he were the first Maverick we're fighting, but since he's the fifth, he's been escaping for the past week. His weapon of choice is the Ground Hunter. And our weapon of choice is the Addion Ride Chaser. It's got a powerful buster and an even more powerful dash attack, which will pretty much blow up everything in the stage in one hit. Gotta love that. The only two enemy types are the Hornets, which are the Hornet Ride Chasers, and the Hover Gunners, which we've seen before. Better hop over this pit, and do not hop here because there's a heart container down here, and that's good to get. Bash through those Hover Gunners and keep firing. Avoid the bridges at all costs. They will explode, and that's not fun. Jump over here and keep firing because there are walls in the way, and bash through those too. Now it's pretty much just fire and move. And move from the fire. But we're safe now, we're in the ocean. Too bad it didn't show X like leaping out of a window or something to escape, but oh well. Now we've got to deal with a couple more of the same enemy types, and Jet Stingray himself. It's a good thing that dash attack destroys everything in one hit, otherwise Jet Stingray might have been a threat. A couple spikes, just hop over those. And dash here to take out all those Hover Gunners. Stop firing, otherwise you'll hit the bombs. And we're pretty much in the clear. Just one more run-in with Jet Stingray. With some good timing, you can destroy him no problem. Keep shooting, dodge the spikes, and here, jump forward and dash as far as you can to grab yourself a sub-tank. That's all the extras, and we're fighting Jet Stingray now. Interesting to note, there's no little segment where the boss is. That normal room that's in every single X game and every single Mega Man game, it's not here. Stealthy.
I'm impressed that you found me, but your search is over. Get ready, X.
I bet if he just hid in the sand, we wouldn't have found him, you know? Jet Stingray's not too difficult, and, his Ground Hunters come out of his kneecaps. What's the buster for again? Is this Storm Owl Syndrome? Nah, it's not. He actually does use his buster later. But for now, we're avoiding his kneecap shots. So shoot him in the kneecaps and blow up the Ground Hunters. That doesn't count as homicide. This is pretty much the entire first half of the fight, and it's not too difficult. If you manage to let one of the Ground Hunters go by, they will go along the ground and become a nuisance. But as long as you're shooting them, it shouldn't be much of an issue. Occasionally he'll go downwards, but I guess he's not into that right now. That's when things get a bit more hectic, and I use that term lightly. There it is. Now he's going to use that buster of his to suck us inwards. Of course, with dashing, that's not an issue. And then he'll rush towards us. Jump over that, it's not too bad. And then rinse, repeat. Yeah. For some reason, this fight always gave me trouble when I was younger, but now it doesn't. My first practice run with him was successful, and I wasn't even trying. I didn't even remember his attacks. Poor guy. Occasionally, he'll dive straight down, and that can be an issue. And about yellow health, he starts using his red Ground Hunters, which can be more of an issue, but not really. There's his downward strike. The red Hunters will, I think they move faster or something, and they do something different on the ground, but I honestly don't remember. And this fight isn't going to last too much longer, because he's dead. Whoa, he's not dead yet. I misjudged his health. Now he's dead. Yep. Easy boss. Now we've got the Ground Hunter. Once X decides to teleport out. Now we've got the Ground Hunter. Normally it'll fire little mini stingrays that go along the ground. I didn't even read that before, and I guess they say the same thing I do. What do you know? Effective against enemies on walls and floors. Oh, I did not know that. Push down while they're flying to command them to fall. I'd forgotten that bit. Charge it up and it'll fire a large, flashy stingray that moves forward and launches beams up and down. Now, as before, there aren't extras, but there are outtakes, so enjoy those.
We are about to launch Stingray.
They're riding Hornets, which is an illegally modified version. Oh wow, so dash over it. And also, if you hit a wall, you're probably gonna die. Also, there's pits. Lots of pits. Bridges, because they will explode. And that's damage, and that's not good. Okay, that was pretty sad. Hurt you here. So, make sure to dash when you need to, and keep firing at all times. Here I prefer to dash, stop, and kill myself. But that's about it. Dash here and you'll run into Jet Stingray. Oh, I hit him, darn it. Gotta be pretty precise there. Which is why it's a good thing that our dash shot kills him in one hit. Poor guy. Whoa, I was just hit from behind. That's never happened before. I didn't even know they could do that. More of the same enemies. But there is a twist. We have to fight Jet Stingray. Of course, I use that term very lightly. It's not so much a fight, so much as it is me ramming into a wall. Stop firing. Oh, wow. I missed one. One mildly tricky area. You have to hit Jet Stingray just perfectly. Ah, I didn't get him. His dash forward has pretty bad hit detection, so you don't really have to worry about it too much. You can avoid it without even jumping. Although you do have to get off the wall. That seems to be the only... Oh, whoa, that's... Wow. That has actually never happened before. This stage takes a lot of practice, but after that, it's really not all that bad. Of course, I always factor practice runs into difficulty analysis, so let's see what that bar says. I give Jet Stingray a 2 out of 10. As a boss, he's basically just a pushover. Avoiding his attacks takes next to no effort, and the poor guy doesn't have very many of them to begin with. The stage is where the extra points come in. It's pretty hectic, and since you're moving so fast, you often need to plan all of your movements well in advance, and execute them before they seem necessary. The hardest segments are the last 2 hover gunners in the first half, and both times when Jet Stingray comes on screen in the second. If you dash too low or too far forward and accidentally ram him, you'll take a hit of damage, even if he is destroyed. Other than that, this stage is both fast and fun. Definitely one of my favorite stages. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you tune in next time. This is Kevvl, signing off. Ciao!